Woo! You play to win the game.
Listen, we talking about practice.
Cannot play with them.
Playoffs?
Cannot win with them.
Not a game. We talking about practice.
Cannot coach with them.
This is what's great about sports. This is what the greatest thing about sports is.
What talk about? Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Hello?
But they aren't what we thought they were. And we left them on the hook.
Can't do it.
His mama named Clay. I'm gonna call it Clay. Mm-hmm. That's right. I say Clay.
In my opinion, that sucked.
You play to win the game.
What about Rocky Marciano? That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano.
Hola, it's your man DH back once again for episode 112 in the building, live and local up until 10 p.m. Of course, it's your man DH on the mic. I got Mr. Lee behind the glass. Say what's up, Mr. Lee.
Yes, sir.
All night, man. We in here chilling. So much to get into, man. You know, I'm definitely happy I don't have to eat crow this week, man. The Redskins pulled it through with the Cold Red game. So I'm so excited. Glad, they won. So that's great. A lot of action from the week in NFL. We'll get into that. We'll get into the NBA season preview. And for all my wrestling fans out there, we're going to talk about Hell in a Cell last night. Great time on wrestling. We'll get into that. Make my picks, and I'll give you the wins. Doing well. I only missed 2 games last week, so we'll go over that a little bit later on. And, we're just going to hang out, man. We're going to have a good time. You guys can hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Preferably Twitter. At Win or Lose Radio. Just hit me up. Throughout the night. If we get a good tweet, you may see it right here on screen. May respond to you mid-show because that's how we do. We rock with our fans here. So we'll get into that. And we'll have a good time. So y'all sit back, relax. Let's get it cracking. And we're going to talk about my NFL week in review. Oh, also meant to mention, we'll have my man Wally Akinsu. He gonna get me for pronouncing it wrong. But we'll have my man Wally on from Fox Sports in our overtime segment tonight, which is give you a little extra after the show at 10. He'll be on to discuss the Washington Redskins win. Have a lot of that here tonight on a Victory Monday. Gotta love those things. So we'll have him on to talk about the game from the press box. So he'll be able to give us that perspective. So that'll be a good time, man. So let's get into it. Tonight, of course, the Ravens are playing the Cardinals. I picked the Cardinals in this game. They're on right now, so we'll keep you up to date throughout the show. And it'll be good stuff. I'll let you know everything that happens and everything that goes down. So that'll be good. But we got to recap. Started off last Thursday with the Seahawks and the 49ers, the game that I picked. I picked the Seahawks. On those short weeks, those Thursday night games, you almost can go with the better team. Like the better team wins those games, except for the Falcons game against the Saints. The better team almost always wins that game. That definitely sounded like a a true statement. The better team will win, right? Is that right, Mr. Lee? The better team will win, right?
In most cases.
In most cases.
Most
Nah, I got
cases.
you. So the Seahawks won this game that I predicted. You know, people text me mid-show. I love it. What's up, Rochelle? Shout out to you. But yeah, so the Seahawks won 20-3. I don't know what's going on with San Fran, man. It's a wrap, man. One thing I've noticed in the NFC, it's kind of like completely wide open, the whole NFC, except for like Green Bay. NFC is pretty much wide open. Way wide open. But we'll move on. The Sunday morning game, which is something I can get used to saying, over in London, the Bills played the Jaguars in a game that I couldn't call. I mean, I picked the Bills to win that game, but they lost 34-31. The Jaguars got a little fight in them, man. They got some fight in them, man. They're playing well. You know, I guess as well as you could be, but Blake Bortles is the real deal, man. Say it again, Mr. Lee.
Blake Bortles, top fantasy quarterback.
We're gonna have to get some stats to justify that, Mr. Lee. But I believe you, bro. You're behind the glass. You're all powerful and all knowing. So we'll need some stats to substantiate that. But we'll talk about that. But yeah, man, the Jags won. You know, and made me look bad on my picks. Shout out to the Bills. But you know, Tyrod Taylor is down. So hopefully when he gets back, you know, they'll play a little better. But yeah, man, they saying Jacksonville's gonna play a game every season in London. Did you hear that, Mr. Lee?
Yeah, that's the new plan, man. That's the new plan.
So why don't they just? Well, no, they can't move them out there. That's too much, huh?
Nah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Could you imagine, like their road schedule having to come like over here?
I couldn't do that.
Yeah, it could. That's too much travel, bro. That's a lot of miles, bro.
You lose that game coming over here.
Yeah, that's a lot of miles, bro.
For 1 week.
Yeah. Moving on, the Falcons beat the Titans 10-7. What you got?
Man, the Titans should have won that game.
Hey, man.
They had them beat, dog. They had, but this is what I'm noticing: the Falcons aren't playing good in the first half. They are terrible in the first half, but just somewhere out of nowhere, Julio Jones lights it up in the third and fourth quarter, and they pull away with the victory late.
Well, with the Falcons, man, you got to make the plays just to get the wins. True. You know, you do whatever you got to do to get the wins, and you know, we all know wins are at a premium, man.
Especially in this league.
Exactly, man. Wins at a premium. So the Falcons won 10-7 in a close one. They win a slobber knocker, man. That was a good game. Shout out to JR. The Saints beat the Colts 27-21. Colts, what's up, man? Look at me, Colts. Colts fans, we talking right now. What's up with y'all team, man? I don't know, bro. I can't call it because I'm telling you. And then they said the owner and the GM got into it. It's a wrap for Chuck Pagano. I'm just looking. When is their bye week? Mr. Lee, can you find out when their bye week is, man? Because normally, if you're going to whack a coach like the Dolphins did, the Dolphins whacked them in the bye week. And I could just see the writing on the wall that Pagano is going to get whacked because his season is about to be over. The Colts, like, for some reason, just can't win games because I don't think the Saints are that good. And the Colts had everything going in their direction to be a great ball club. And they just, you know, they can't get it done. When is it, Mr. Lee?
Week 10.
Week 10. So the countdown for Chuck Pagano is 3 weeks away.
Chuck
Pagano will be gone. Like Sonny Bono. You know, I had skills. Mad skills.
You tried it.
I tried it. But no, week 10, Chuck Pagano will be gone. You heard it here first right here on Win or Lose Radio. Well, I'm sure they've been saying that, but yeah, they talk about underachieving, man. In a division that's very winnable. Jacksonville, Houston, Tennessee, and those guys. I mean, It's a very winnable division, and nobody wants to win it. It's okay. Vikings beat the Lions 28-19. They said Matthew Stafford, he has a hand injury, so we'll see how that goes. He wasn't doing too much with the hand anyway. Vikings just keep mowing along, 28-19. Nice win against the Lions. The Chiefs beat the Steelers. I'm thinking this may be the last week for Ben Roethlisberger to be hurt. I'm thinking. Because even though Landry Jones, he played pretty solid, but I think Ben Roethlisberger's coming back soon. They said he may need an extra week or two, but I think it's time for Ben to come back. Steelers fans, I know y'all not used to losing. You don't like losing, but I think it's almost time for Ben to come back. He got to, man. The Rams beat the Browns. Shout out to Summertime for picking this one, and I didn't change it. The Rams beat the Browns 24-6. I'm gonna tell you, the Browns would be a good team, Mr. Lee, if they just had a little bit of productivity on offense, man.
I agree.
Like
Their defense is nice.
the defense is very good. The defense is solid.
Nice secondary.
Yeah, all they need is some productivity, and if they can get some productivity, they'll be a team. They'll be a team in a winnable division.
Johnny Football.
Johnny Foosball.
Johnny Foosball.
Him and his daddy.
They play together.
It's too early to make Waterboy jokes. Side note, I watched The Program again today. Such a good movie.
I would agree.
Dog, it definitely talks about college football and all the drama that goes behind it. And that was back in '93. So I know it's even crazier, but
absolutely.
Just a tidbit of it.
Girls Gone Wild wasn't even out yet.
You're stupid, man. The Dolphins put up a 40 burger on the Texans. It was what? 42-0? Or 41-0 at halftime? Bro, 41-0? Dog, I seen the funniest memes, man. I seen they had the Madden friendly quit meme. Your opponent has requested a friendly quit. Like, man, 41 points.
40 burgers in the first half, dog.
The Dolphins are just playing out of their minds right now.
They're not the goldfish no more.
Nah, man, I can't even disrespect them like that no more.
Hey, you know what it is? Dan Carpenter, the new coach, he did what they needed to do: run the ball. You got one of the best running backs in the league right now.
Yeah, Lamar Miller.
Let the boy run.
Yeah, I mean, they're just playing well, and they're taking advantage of the new coach, the new mentality, and they look like a brand new ball club. And I think for their sake,
they can beat New England.
You think so?
They're playing like that.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, I'm thinking for their sake, it's a good thing they cut the coach. You know, they had an early bye week, was able to whack him early because they were able to get him out of there and, start balling.
Change the culture, man.
Oh, man, I'm reading something that says Ed Reed would want to go coach at the U. Because, the U fired their coach, Al Golden, whatever his name is.
Yeah, he might be a good choice, huh?
Dang, that'd be tight. See Ed Reed. Wow.
On the sidelines?
That's another story, bro. He might try to suit up.
Right. Living his glory days.
Exactly.
Yeah, ACL.
Yeah, man. Oh, speaking of ACLs, Arian Foster tore his Achilles. It's a wrap for him. Hey. I have some other choice comments on that, but I'll just talk to you in the break, Mr. Lee.
Say what you got to say, bro.
Nah.
Win or lose need to know.
Yeah, they do, but they already know, so we're going to move on. I ain't going to waste no more time on that. The Patriots played a great game against the Jets, and the Patriots beat the Jets 30-23. For a while, it looked like the Jets had a shot, and it looks like the Jets were going to do it. Hey, man, somebody's going to beat the Patriots, but they were talking, like, I don't even know who the Patriots will lose to. Mr. Lee, can you do me a favor? Pull up the Patriots schedule real quick and tell me, just give me will off their next games, man. Because I don't think they can lose. They could go undefeated. So let me know when you had that, Mr. Lee. We'll talk about that. But the Jets played a great game. The Jets got a great defense.
I got you.
No problem. Take your time. The Jets got a great defense.
Thursday we got the Dolphins.
Okay, so the Patriots play this Thursday.
It is.
They play the Dolphins.
This is the game.
You think they're gonna beat them?
This is the game. I think. Wait. Yeah, they're playing the Dolphins, but they're playing at home. So.
Okay, what's the next game?
The Redskins.
Okay, that's a loss. But what's the next? No, I'm kidding. They're gonna beat the Redskins.
The
What's
Giants. That's a win.
Okay.
The Bills. That's another win.
Okay.
The Broncos.
Is that home or
win.
away?
That's in Denver. I'm going to give that to the Patriots.
We'll come back to that. What's next?
The She-Girls. The Eagles. Then the Texans. Another guaranteed win. The Titans. Another guaranteed win. Then the Jets and the Dolphins again.
Bro, they might. Bruh, out of those games you mentioned, I really could only see them losing 3 games.
I'm thinking the same thing. Maybe 4.
I think they may get, like, a team may slip up.
They can go 12-4.
Bro, that's crazy. I don't know how the Patriots just
look
do
at
this.
the division.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, even still, just look how the schedule works out. Like, it's really a down year in divisions. Like, I mean, well, it's like everybody's either really good, like you got teams that are undefeated, you got teams that are like bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a lot more of those these days.
Absolutely. The Raiders beat the Chargers 37-29, and the Raiders are the surprise team for me. Derek Carr, is it? No, it's not Derek Carr. It's David Carr.
Derek Carr.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. David Carr was his brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was the sorry one. Okay. Yeah, but Carr is just balling. They beat him 37-29, and that was a game I didn't pick. Phillip Rivers threw 100 pass attempts the other day, like he always does. The Cowboys lost to the Giants 27-20, and I'm really forget the game. I'm really more curious about this Greg Hardy situation. Mr. Lee, what you think about it, man?
You were absolutely right when you said the Cowboys lost to the Giants, because I'm glad you didn't say the Giants beat the Cowboys, because that did not happen yesterday, surprisingly. But Greg Hardy, I mean, he's a passionate player. I really think that it's overhyped because of the domestic background that he went through previous season. But had he had a squeaky clean Tom Brady-esque like background, it wouldn't have been a problem. They would have he's passionate about winning the game and all that other BS. But because he's got to check a pass, everybody's blowing it way out of proportion. Shout out to Greg Hardy. Let's go Cowboys.
Absolutely. Look, we'll get into that a little bit more in our next segment when we break down the Redskins game and the NFC East in a whole. So we'll get into that.
Yes, sir.
The Panthers beat the Eagles 27-16 in the game that I picked. Cam for MVP. The Cam train starts right here. Cam for MVP. We'll get into that a little later as well. And like I said, right now, the Ravens and the Cardinals are playing. We'll give you updates and break that down for you guys. So that's the first segment, guys. It was sponsored by Ball Hawk Sports, where there is no off season. Make sure you go to The Ball Hawk right now. TheBallHawk.com, rather. A lot of nice apparel. A lot of training and everything. You can check them out right there on TheBallHawk.com. Also, hit them up on Twitter at TheBallHawk. A lot of great stuff right there. So, do me a favor. Sit back, relax, and we'll come back with Victory Monday for my Washington Redskins right here on Win or Lose Radio and WTTSradio.com. Fight for ODC. Shout out to my Redskins. Victory Monday. Right here on Win or Lose Radio and WTTSradio.com. Hail to the Redskins. Okay, I'm good. I'm calm. Excited, man. I was very excited yesterday, man. That was a big win, man. We needed that. But I was kind of unsure if we were going to get it. I was, man. I was really unsure if we were going to get it. And it was crazy because Mr. Lee will tell you, I was texting Mr. Lee, highly upset because I was like, you know what? If the Redskins blow this game, what's next? Gruden called it a cold red game, so got everybody in arms, about it being a cold red game, and we just knew that, they had to perform. And I think just even on the surface, like this is Tampa Bay, and you're the I lost my train of thought. Hey guys, I'll tell you, people texting me show, but this is Tampa Bay, right? And this is no knock on Tampa Bay. No knock. But Tampa Bay is a team you should beat. Like I pretty much can line up everybody and say, they should beat Tampa Bay. And the Redskins want to be a better team and they want to make a statement. You beat them. And the fact that at one point in time the game was 24-0. I live pretty close to the stadium. I could hear the boos from my house. Really. Because I was booing them right there too. And for Keenan Robinson to say, they shouldn't boo. Man, shut up. Come on, man. How you sound? Y'all played terrible. I'm going to boo you. Point blank, period. And especially for the fans in the building, they pay their hard-earned money to come see a team. And they just underperformed. Like, seriously. Like, every time I look up, the score was different. It's a shame. Kirk Cousins kind of got it going with that read option. He got it with that read option run into the end zone. We got a vicious quarterback that can do that. Oh, boy. But anyway, he got it started. The third quarter, where and I was thinking, because the Redskins have been outscored before this game. It was 46-3 in the third quarter. So that means the Redskins have scored 3 points all season in the third quarter. So it was really set up for them guys to fail. But they came out, scored 14 points in the third quarter. Was able to, hold Tampa Bay to 2 field goals. Kirk Cousins had a late drive, got it to Jordan Reed for the touchdown. I didn't smile until the clock was 0-0. And I was texting Mr. Lee the whole time, not surprised. I wasn't, because the Redskins have a funny way of just breaking your heart, man. We were the team that didn't get any bounces, but we got an onside kick yesterday. We were getting some penalties. It seemed like the clock was working in our favor. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of got some of those calls, which were big. And that's what we needed, at home. But you had to beat Tampa Bay, because I think they heard me. Because, Lee, we said that. I said if they didn't beat Tampa Bay, I was going to come on here and it was going to be like the Wild Wild West up in here.
You did.
So
I don't know why, but you did.
but Mr. Lee, if the Cowboys were in the same position, wouldn't you expect them to beat Tampa?
I mean, it depends on the circumstance. I mean, right now my situation is not having a quarterback. So, I mean, your situation is you have a decent quarterback. You have a decent run game. You have an okay defense before yesterday where you had like 5 injuries. I mean, y'all are a decent team. It's just y'all not putting the wins together.
Yeah, and that's what we need. And you gotta put the wins together now. And you needed a win going into the bye week, because after the bye week you got the Patriots. So that's an L.
Automatic.
But I'm gonna tell you though, and hear me out, Mr. Lee, before you make judgment. I was listening to some analysts and I thought to myself that no one is expecting the Redskins to beat the Patriots.
No.
Okay. No one at all.
Not at all.
I think if the Redskins beat them, that'd be great. I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm not expecting that, right?
But what does that mean if you do beat the Patriots? Nothing.
Yo, I'm telling you, if the Redskins beat the Patriots, we're going to the Super Bowl because we should be able to beat everybody else.
Darian.
Listen, I'm being honest.
Darian.
If we beat the Patriots, we should go to the Super Bowl.
DH. Come on, man.
That was so serious. You called me by my government name.
You beat a team that's having a huge winning streak in the middle of the season. You're not beating them. You're not.
No. I'm not saying that we will beat them. I'm saying if they do.
You're not making it. First of all, you're not making it past the first round in the playoffs because you'll have to play on the road. And right now, the way it's shaping up, you will probably have to play Carolina. You're not beating Carolina. You're not doing it.
Okay, so let's backtrack.
Arizona, you're not beating
Let's
Arizona.
backtrack. So we're just stating that the Redskins, like, what if they beat the Patriots? That doesn't mean anything.
No, it means nothing. I mean, it's a nice moral victory for y'all team to say, "Hey, we beat Tom Brady," but that doesn't mean anything to Tom Brady, dog. It doesn't mean anything to the NFL. You just beat the undefeated team of the week. That's it. That's not gonna be a big shock. It won't have the sting that you think it will. Now, if like the Tennessee Titans or the Jaguars or one of them beat them, then it's like, oh my God, this is like a huge win. But y'all a mediocre team, so
If the never mind.
No, even if the Cowboys beat them, it doesn't
mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything. Even though some people would try to be like, this is a Super Bowl matchup that people want to see, which it would be. People would want to see Romo versus Brady. Not going to happen. You know, I mean, the way this year's shaping out, it doesn't seem to be that way. Mm-hmm. But Kirk Cousins versus Tom Brady, that's an automatic L.
Okay.
Nobody sees that as something that he's
going to win. Let me say this. I'm throwing it out there as a hypothetical because I think if the Redskins beat them, then that could bode well for them going forward. I don't think that they will. I'm just saying if they did, that would give the team and the fan base a big confidence boost. That's all I'm saying.
Let's take a look at your schedule, shall we?
Go ahead, pull it up. Go ahead, pull it. Hey, win or lose, man. We taking on all challenges, baby, right here. Pull it up. I know we play. I know we do play Carolina. We do play the NFC South.
You got the Patriots, the Saints, the Panthers, the Giants, and then you got us. I'm smelling 2 L's.
Okay, what's after y'all?
You got the Bears, the Bills, the Eagles, and then us again. No way y'all coming out of this with 6 wins. No
out of that stretch?
Out of that stretch. No way.
Hold up. Okay. All right, go.
9 games left.
No. Call them again. Patriots. No.
Patriots lost. Saints
win.
No.
Keep going.
The Panthers lost.
No.
The Giants
win. Keep going.
Okay, that's the home game. Cowboys
win.
Romo will be back.
Keep going.
No, Romo will be back.
Keep going.
That's a L. The Bears
win.
Lost.
Win.
At
Keep
Chicago,
going.
Y'all gonna win in Chicago.
Keep going.
In December, you're gonna win in Chicago.
Keep going.
The Bills
win.
Lost.
Keep going.
Eagles.
Keep going.
The Cowboys again.
Keep going.
That's the end of the season.
That's 11-4.
You're crazy.
I rest my case.
1, 2.
That's 7 wins, bro.
Bro, I don't see that happening.
Bro, that's 11-4, bro.
I don't see you getting 6.
We're with dog. We're going 11-4. No, that's wrong.
Is that a win or lose exclusive?
11-5, rather, right?
Yeah, 11-5. Is that a win or lose exclusive? You're saying that the
yes.
Redskins are going 11-5?
We're going 11-5. We're going to win the stinking division.
You're losing only 1 game.
Yes.
Out of the rest of the stretch.
This bye week, we're going to get rejuvenated, and we're going to be back. We're going to finish 11-5.
Did Kerrigan tear a muscle in his hand?
He broke his hand.
He broke his hand. So he's out, what, 2 weeks?
They said he may be back after the bye week.
After the bye? Might. Okay.
We're going 11-5.
Who else? Y'all lost Breland, right, yesterday?
Did we?
Yeah, Breland went down.
Yeah, he did go down.
I don't know what he went down for, but I know he went down.
We're going 11-5.
Okay, D.
You heard it here first. A Win or Lose Radio exclusive.
Darian, I'm not even.
I'm DH and I'm crazy.
I'm not even hating on your squad, man. I'm not. But let's be realistic. 11-5.
Hey man, listen. If we go 11-5,
If anything,
if we go 11-5, episode 112 will live forever in the lures of Win or Lose Radio. Forever. You can say it was this moment right here on October the 26th at, time is it right now? 8:41 p.m. Second segment, Victory Monday, that the DH, aka Darian Williams, predicted that the Redskins will go 11-5.
you know what? Bless your ministry, bro.
Now, if you would just sow a seed, you can go to www.winorloseradio.com or WTTSradio.com and sow a financial seed into the ministry. Oh, shut up, man. So, no, I mean, look, I don't know I don't think we'll go 11-5. That's just, I'm just talking trash. But if we do, that'd be great. But I think it's going to be an uphill battle on the stretch. I think it's possible that we can end up, 8-8, 7-9. But it's going to take Kirk Cousins to be consistent. And we're not getting a lot of help on defense with guys going down. So I just really what I want to see going forward is Kirk Cousins to play consistent, be a baller, be the guy that you want everybody to think you are. And he did it well because, Mr. Lee, I even told you. I said, Kirk, I will read you guys the text I sent him because I told him, I said I didn't trust Kirk Cousins. I thought he was still going to turn the ball over. And I gave him the stat line. I said, hold on.
You did give me
I'm looking for it right now. I'm looking for the text. Looking for the text. Hey. I didn't do that on purpose. That was an accident. Oh, man. I talk to you too much, man.
All day, dog.
All day. All right. So I said, the Redskins are not going to trick me into believing they can win this. He ran it in and I didn't smile. That's when the score was 24-7. So I was taking a little cat nap in between. Every time I woke up, the Redskins had more points. So that was great.
You don't even watch the whole game.
Hey, no judgment. I'm old, man. I'm tired, bro. I had to get up early for court this morning, man.
Real fans.
Good thing I'm here.
Real fans.
Ain't no shackles, baby. No chains.
Nope.
No chain. So look, I said Cousins will have at least 310 yards with 40 passing attempts, 1 passing TD, and 3 picks. His finishing stat line, he was 33 of 40, 317, 3 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown.
So I want to thank you for your 3-pick jinx that you put into the atmosphere on my phone, which caused my quarterback to throw 3 picks yesterday evening. Thank you.
Hey, man, if this is what it's going to take for the Redskins to win every week, I will more than happy.
Don't text me that mess.
I will more than happily text you. You can't block it unless you put me on a do not call list or like you just blacklist my text message. That's cool. Jordan Reed came back, had a big game, was 11 catches for 72 yards, 2 touchdowns. If he can stay healthy, man, he'll be the offensive weapon, man.
I agree.
He stay healthy, he'll be the offensive weapon, man. But oft injured. But you can see the value of him when he's not there. Because when he comes back, he just makes impact. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Which is something important that the Redskins need. But I said all that to say, Redskins, I'm pulling for you guys. I talked a lot of trash this season about Kirk Cousins and everybody else. But at this point, it is what it is. I'm hoping we can go to the next level and get the job done. But I do want to mention these Cowboys real quick. And before I mention the Cowboys, I got to tell you guys about buildinghopeinc.org. Helping to build hope in the lives of others. Go to buildinghopeinc.org and check out everything. They're getting ready to do a Thanksgiving and a Christmas drive, so we want to make sure we're taking care of those in need. So go to buildinghopeinc.org. But Mr. Lee, real quick with the Cowboys, I know we mentioned the Greg Hardy situation, but I think one thing this game really showed us is the value of Tony Romo. I mean, I'm not a Tony Romo fan, of course, but I think he's a great player. And I mean, you can really see how missing, your 1 and 2 weapons, Tony Romo and Dez Bryant, have taken a toll on the team, these past couple games, man. I know it's been crazy for you to watch as a fan, man.
How could you not be a Tony Romo fan?
Because I'm not a Cowboy fan, dude.
It's beyond that, man. It's beyond that. He's a great quarterback. He's El Romo.
No, I'll say this.
The bad guy.
Alberto Antonio Del Romo. Nah. I mean, I think Tony Romo's I think he's a great quarterback. I mean, I don't like him personally, but I mean, I think he gets the job done when needed. And I know you can see firsthand how this is crippling you guys because y'all would be like in the driver's seat to just take over the division right now.
I do agree. But just talk about yesterday's game because Romo is on the bench, unfortunately. But I really don't feel that the Giants did anything to scare the NFC East yesterday. I really feel like the Giants, they had a okay offense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Eli didn't throw any touchdowns yesterday. What's the boy ODB? He didn't put up over 100 yards yesterday. I think he had like 4 catches, maybe like 40, 50 some yards or something like that. But the story of the game was this defense stopped Eli Manning in the fourth quarter with less than 4 minutes to go and a muff punt. I mean, it sealed the game for the Cowboys.
Yeah, that was it. I saw that. It went right through his hands. I was thinking I was watching, the Giants play San Francisco a couple years ago when dude muffed 2 punts.
Yeah,
to help the Giants go to the Super Bowl.
And people were of the mindset that Dwayne Harris kick return turned the game around, but I didn't feel like it took the wind out the Cowboys because in the next series they came and they put a stop to Eli. Eli couldn't move the ball down the field.
Yeah. It
was blown coverage and the kick return. No mistakes. I feel like Dan Bailey, I call him FIFA. FIFA should have stayed back at the 50. You don't have your kicker run up and try to make tackles, at the 30 and at the 40. It's ridiculous.
Why you call him FIFA?
FIFA, because that dude kicks goals like it's nothing.
Go!
That's my man. That's FIFA right there. But yeah, I mean, I just feel like the Giants didn't do anything to win that game. I think the Cowboys did everything to lose that game yesterday. 3 picks. Matt Castle, he's getting acclimated with the offense, so he's throwing the ball late.
Yeah.
And he's not getting off the snaps as fast as he should be. It just takes time. But I was really excited about the run game. DMC over 140 yesterday. Cowboys had a great offense yesterday, and mad props to him, even with 3 picks. So,
hey man, week to week, man, and Philly doesn't want anything, so we're not even gonna waste time talking about Philly. Hey, sorry guys.
Bye, she-girls.
Well, look, guys, this segment was sponsored by Building Hope Inc. helping to build hope helping to build hope in the lives of others. So make sure you go check them out. And we're gonna go to break. Shout out to my man Steam Greens and Lil Calais, man. This song for you guys. Killer Tofu. Classic. So we'll be right back with more at 9 o'clock hour to talk about the NBA right here on Win and Lose Radio and WTTSradio.com. Welcome back to hour number 2, winandloseradio.com. With your man DH in the building, Mr. Lee behind the glass. This is one of my favorite times of the year, man. The NBA. Had to take you back on a classic. This is a classic. Anybody came up in my era, watched basketball on NBC. This intro was so tight. Shout out to John Tesh for making this. Yes, John Tesh, the TV guy from Entertainment Tonight. Man, a lot of you young folks didn't know that, did you? Listen. Good stuff. But guys, the season is coming up, and I'm so excited. The Wizards getting ready to kick it off, well, tip it off, I guess, here on Wednesday. We got to talk about some notables, some notable games. Now, Golden State is looking to repeat, which I don't think will happen. But who knows? A lot of these teams have, these windows that pretty much are open for about 2 to 3 seasons. Cardinals up 7-3 right now over the Ravens. But these teams have these small windows, man. And I don't know. I think that small ball is working. Like the small ball, they may be able to capitalize on that and do that. The opening night coming up, I can't wait. The Pistons playing the Hawks, the Cavs playing Chicago, and the Pelicans playing Golden State. That's a good game. Anthony Davis is the future, guys. Not future on the radio. I'm talking about he's the future of the NBA. A great player, can take it to the rack, can, jump from yesterday. And he can score, man. It's the evolution of basketball. But the Christmas Day schedule came out as well. The Pelicans are playing the Heat. The Bulls are playing OKC. Welcome Kevin Durant back in his last season at Oklahoma City before he comes to the Wizards. Cleveland at Golden State. San Antonio at Houston. And the Clippers playing the Lakers. I'm mad the Wizards didn't get on them, man. Some notable games. The 27th, well, of course, that's the opening night, but they got the ring ceremony. Oklahoma City plays Washington November the 10th. I'm trying to get some tickets for that game. Anybody that can help Win Lose Radio get some tickets for that, holla at your boy. You'll always be in my heart for that. November the 11th, the Clippers play the Mavericks. In Dallas. Can you imagine the amount of boos, Mr. Lee, that DeAndre Jordan is going to get in Dallas?
Oh, they finna let him have
They're going to let him have it because they were this close to having him.
Exactly.
And then he spurned them at the last possible moment to go back to LA. When they said it could have been some illegal business going on, some tampering, but who knows? But he's going back to LA, and those fans are going to let him have it.
Dog, he left the new boo for the old thing.
And wasn't even with the new boo for a long time.
Sure what?
Like he was with the old boo. I guess it wasn't working. So he said, I'm gonna go try this new shorty. Tried her out for this long. I was like, no, I gotta get out.
And she jealous.
She mad, bro.
Ooh,
she invested so much in.
She is vindictive. Revenge.
Hey man, that's on you, player. For his sake, I hope the Clippers ball out and do something. Because, I think he may have had no, I don't say that. Never mind. Forget, I was going to say something foolish. Never mind. November the 11th, the Spurs in Portland. LaMarcus Aldridge is coming back to Portland to play in that game. Spurs, man. Spurs just keep getting better every year. Every year. They're always the team to watch, man. Spurs come out of nowhere. They just make it happen, bro. They get players, and they just make it happen. I think Timmy Duncan may have one more playoff run. So I'm putting you guys on notice, putting everybody on notice that the Spurs are still a force to be reckoned with. The Clippers play the Spurs December the 18th. Maybe I'll go there. Clippers play the Rockets on the 19th. A lot of big matches, man. A lot of big games. That's the one thing in the NBA, man. Every night, there's some game on. You got the league pass like I do. You get to check out all these games and just see how teams play. And it's so wide open right now. The East, Cleveland is going to be on top of the East. But then you got a lot of teams jockeying for position after them. Chicago, Washington. Indiana, I think, will be better. Atlanta, who had a great record last season, couldn't do anything in the playoffs. Toronto is a good squad. And I think Miami is going to be a better team this year. With my man from Duke, Whiteside, and Dwayne Wade is still balling. So that'd be good to see. And then the West is going to be the West. It's a race for 50 wins because that's the only way you get in the playoffs. You got to win 50. You got to. Some good team is going to get left out, and that's just a fact of the matter. But he's got a ball, man. He's got to play. You got to play. Mr. Lee, any early teams you got this year? Anybody you think that you like to see in the finals? Any team you might think could go deep?
You know, honestly, bruh, there's one team that I really want to see get there. That's the Atlanta Hawks.
You want to see the Hawks do it?
I want to see Atlanta have some shine. I feel like the football team let them down every year. The playoffs is kind of becoming the new trend for them. They're getting there. They're just not making it. I want to see them get to that next step. And of course, if we can somehow get my man KD to come back down to DC, maybe I might say what's up to the Wizards every now and again. But I don't do that home team stuff. I don't believe in that mess. I
can see
you rock
clearly
with you rock with who you rock with.
By your choice of football team.
I'm a LeBron James fan, so I go where he go. Okay, this year we in Cleveland. A couple years ago we was in Miami. I go where he go. So it is what it is. But
just admitting you're a LeBron fan.
Atlanta and Washington, I like to see them get something going this year. Both of those teams.
I think they'll be able to do something, man. I'm curious, and I'll be looking forward to what happens with them, man. How about out west? Anything out west with Golden State? You think Golden State may be able to pull it out and do it again?
You know, just because I like the prestige, you know, and the legacies of teams, I want to see LA bounce back, man. I want to see the Lakers come back into the fold. Like, this is not the Los Angeles Lakers that I grew up watching play. You know, Showtime and all that. Like, this is ridiculous, man. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for that franchise right now. And I feel bad for Kobe because he's a star player, but at this point, nobody really wants to play with him. Nobody want to share the spotlight. But I don't know. I just want to see LA bounce back.
It'll be fun to see, man. It'll be fun to see.
Yeah, it's too many teams in the West for them not to be, you know, at least in the top 10.
It is.
Yeah.
And you know, Mr. Lee, you know, all season, man, we're going to break in, you know, and talk about the NBA. But right now, I got to talk about something that's near and dear to both of our hearts.
Talk about it.
We're going to talk about wrestling. It's Stone Cold DH. And that's the bottom line. That's a good Stone Cold, right?
That's a good one. Let's go.
I'm going to beat you like a piece of trash. And that's the bottom. So we got to talk about Helen Cazell. Yo, my nephew, 5-year-old, he loved wrestling, man. And I mean, I don't even know how he said hell, but he said hell, and he said Helen Cazell. I want to see the Undertaker and Brock Lesnar in Helen Cazell.
Shout out to the kids, man.
Hey, gotta love the kids. But look, man, Helen Cazell last night. I'm gonna always just say it that way. It's just funny that way. Oh, and I gotta remind you guys, 10 o'clock. Don't go nowhere. Normally we go off the air, but this time we have another segment of Overtime with my man Wally Akinso from Fox Sports Radio. He'll be on to talk about the Washington Redskins and a whole lot more. So we'll have him on, so don't miss out on that. But Hell in a Cell last night, Mr. Lee. You know, we watched it, we checked it out. You know, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you grade it, man?
I'm gonna go 7.5,
Okay.
7, somewhere around there. About a 7. I'll give it a 7.
7. I mean, me, because you know I'm just getting all the way back into it.
Yeah.
And I think it was good. You know me, I'm old school, man. I want to see color. I want guys to bleed, and that's just old school wrestling. That comes from watching the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and watching Nature Boy Ric Flair.
The Nature Boy.
You know, 16 World's Heavyweight Champion. It's like that. I wish I had an Armani suit jacket that I could just knee drop right now.
Jet Steel.
You know why? No, I'm not gonna do it. Cause Flair, I love Flair. Cause Flair just spaz, bro.
All the time.
For no reason.
None.
Just start spazzing.
My man, 50 grand right
like now. You asked him, like, well, Rick, what would you like for dinner? I want you to bring me some chicken and some collard green and some sweet potatoes, candied yams. Like, what?
Oh, Nate.
But no, I digress. So, for me, Hell in a Cell last night, I gave it an 8. I mean, I think, you know, the main match, the Brock Lesnar and Undertaker finale. Hopefully, well, yeah, that is over. That's over. I think it went well.
He can't take no more than F5.
Yeah, I know. Blades of Glory. It's a good time. I mean, what do you think about? First of all, let's start with the main match. What did you think about that, man? Undertaker and Brock Lesnar.
I didn't want to see it again, but them adding a cell and it adds a different dynamic. And Taker can't really take too many bumps and move around the ring as much as he used to. So having the outside, in the cell to use, kind of played into things. And then Brock ripped up the mat and showed the wood and took a choke slam on the wood. Like, it's pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, him, like, I thought I didn't know where they were going. I was like, oh, business is picking up. It'd been nice if he F5'd them on the wood, but,
Do you want his knee or hip to break?
Tell the old man, your man Mark Callis bust his hip open.
That happened. He ain't taking that bump.
Right. But, I mean, the big thing I love was my man, Alberto Del Rio. Man, when I saw Del Rio come out, I was excited because it started the show and Del Rio came out, won the strap from John Cena. I don't like John Cena.
I respect him, but
I respect him too, but I can't stand him.
I don't like that superhero. I can beat everybody.
I don't like that he wrestles in jean shorts, bro.
Jorts. It's jorts.
Joe, he wrestled in jean. I ain't say Joe in a minute. That's the DC. Like, yo, he wrestled in jean shorts, bro. 5 knuckle shuffle. I think that move is worse than the people's elbow. Because you can see that coming like 2 days away.
True. But also the delivery. I mean, the people's elbow, at least the elbow hits your chest. I mean, this dude taps the mat. Like, he don't hit your forehead or nothing.
5 knuckle shuffle. But he took the strap from John Cena. Which, I'm not sure how long that'll be before Cena gets it back. But he took the strap from Cena. I thought that was a good match. What you think about Roman and Bray?
The match needed something. And it didn't have it. It didn't have it. I mean, we've been watching the Wyatts and the quote-unquote Shield go at it for the last 2 years. And, I mean, I've seen this match 1,000 times. And, I mean, they added a kendo stick in a cage. I mean, yeah.
Not enough for you.
Snooze fest. But, I mean, shout out to Roman Reigns. I mean, I'm a Roman Reigns fan. I really think he should turn heel. Mm-hmm. I don't like the babyface gimmick for him. I think Seth Rollins should actually be the babyface. And we go from there. But, we'll see what happens with Bray Wyatt. I'm a big fan of his. And
once again, the women's match pretty much overshadowed the card. The Divas matches are awesome, man.
That was pretty good. I mean, Team Bella. I like Nikki. Team Nikki. Everyone knows that.
I don't think you like her wrestling skills.
I'm married, DH. Don't get me in trouble. I'm a big Nikki Bella fan. Booty. She's really stepping her game up in the ring. So, Charlotte. I mean, she's decent. I'm not a big fan of hers, but they put on a pretty good match. You know? People aren't going to the concession stands during the Diva matches no more.
They used to, because I know I used to go to the bathroom.
Man, I tell you quick, Layla and Michelle, I couldn't watch that stuff.
Bro, I'm talking about like going to the bathroom, like to get my thoughts together for the very next day, like in the bathroom for a minute.
I would read a book, something educational.
Man, I'm waiting for them to do this. I think they're gonna bring the NWO back at some point.
I don't want to see that.
I know I don't, but the nostalgia part of me wants to.
It's done, dog. Hogan is done. Paul and Nash are done. Like, stop the NWO was popular when we were kids. It's not anymore, man. This generation, your little nephew knows nothing about them unless he watches the network.
Yeah.
That wouldn't work. And they got the authority and all. And it's not going to tie in.
Dog, is it too much to ask for just wanting a heel group?
I mean,
like a good heel group?
Like the Wyatts.
But I mean, the Wyatts are different from like the NWO. Like NWO has swag.
They did. They were cool. They were cool bad guys.
Yeah.
But I mean, the WWE they have an opportunity to build that, and they kind of had that with the Shield when the Shield came in. But lately, it's like they wanted everybody to be a superstar on their own, and it's taken away from the brand.
Who knows? But I think that feud that they're getting ready to start with Undertaker and Wyatt, it should be good. At least to SummerSlam. I'm sorry, to Survivor Series. So
Should
we'll
be
see.
good. Are you kidding?
Hey man, let me enjoy Bray Wyatt being a super heel, bro.
I want them to make Bray Wyatt the guy, but they're not doing it. This guitar lick is so
bro. Every time I hear this, I just want to take a weightlifting belt and just walk down a short ramp like this.
Hey, shout out to Sean Green, my man listening. We was in the NWO back in middle school. My man 50 grand back in the day.
My man, steamed greens.
Steamed greens.
Hey man, but look, we had to break down Hell in a Cell.
Helen Cazell.
Helen Cazell. By God, it's a slobber knocker. But no, we had to break it down. After every pay-per-view, we're going to do that. Like it or not. Or like it or love it. There we go. But when we come back on the other side of this break, we're going to get into the picks. Got to get into the picks. I got to show you guys how good I've been doing this past week. So we're going to get into the picks. So sit back, relax. We'll be right back for more with Win or Lose Radio right here on winnerloseradio.com and WTTSradio.com. Welcome back to Win or Lose Radio. It's your man DH in the building. Mr. Lee behind the glass. Chilling. Yeah. About to go to my favorite part of the night where we make our picks. Mr. Lee, you picking tonight?
No.
All right. I got to recap last week really quick. So I missed 4 games. Actually, I'm sorry. I missed 4 games, but I hit on some big ones. Seattle, got Seattle. Missed Buffalo. Got Atlanta, got St. Louis. Shout out to Summertime for picking that. Missed on Detroit. Missed on the Colts. Got Kansas City, got Miami. Got the Patriots, got the Redskins. Missed on San Diego. Got the Giants, got the Panthers. And the Ravens are up 10-7 right now over the Cardinals. So I'm hoping that the Cardinals come through for me. I think they will, though. I'm not worried. So we're going to get into the picks for this upcoming week, which is week 8. And as we go along, you'll see the picks right on the screen. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter at Win or Lose Radio if you think I'm insane or ludicrous with my picks. So we'll talk about it. So for the first pick, Mr. Lee, the Dolphins are at the Patriots. I'm going with the Patriots on this Thursday night. Who you got?
I'm smelling the trap game.
Oh, man. Is he calling it already?
I think I might be smelling an upset.
Upset specials already?
I think we might have an upset this Sunday, folks.
Thursday, remember.
Oh, Thursday. Oh,
Yeah.
My fault. This Thursday. I think we might have a early upset. I really like what the Dolphins are doing. I like the new coaching regime. I like them running the ball. But it's Brady and Gronk, man.
Welcome to my Gronk party.
I'm gonna go Pats, but I'm feeling like it could be an upset.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. But remember, my theory is on Thursday nights. On Thursday nights, man, the better team wins.
I agree.
So I'm going with the Patriots on that one. Next up, Detroit at Kansas City. I'm going with the Chiefs. Who you got?
I think I'm gonna go with the Tenderloins.
You going with the Loins?
I'm going with the Tenderloins.
Okay, we're gonna lock it up. But you see my pick right here, the Chiefs. You see that? Yeah. Tampa Bay at Atlanta. Are we undisputed? We going with Atlanta?
ATL.
ATL, shout. Next up, Minnesota at Chicago. I'm picking Minnesota. Who you got?
Chi-Town.
You going with Chicago?
I'm on Chi-Town.
You going with Jay Cutler and them boys?
Jay Cuddy.
Is he a rapper now?
Yeah,
Jay Cuddy.
on my off days.
That's a bet. All right, cool. So we got him. Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. I'm going with the Bengals.
I'll take the Bengals. Andy Dalton is the man this year.
And they still undefeated, ain't they?
Yes, sir.
And I think Roethlisberger might even be back. Does that change your decision?
With no hamburger in the building, I'm gonna go Bengals.
Ben Hamburger.
Ben Hamburglar.
Got you. Yeah, he ain't missed too many meals. Me and him eat from the same
That's
table,
a
player.
big dude. What, he like 6'4"?
Dog, he like 6'4", 6'5".
Like 260, 270?
Yeah.
That's a
Me and him
big
eat from the
dude.
same table, bro. Like real tough.
Thanksgiving.
Oh man, don't get me started.
We getting close, bro.
We are. And I know I made some people upset tonight. I promised you Bill Cosby, and I didn't provide that. But next week, I will still do my Bill Cosby segment as promised. Hey, I'm still gonna do my Bill Cosby segment as promised. Intro and all.
Intro?
You'll see.
You
It'll
do
be,
the intro?
yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Okay.
It's gonna be a good time. Tennessee at Houston. This is a dumpster game, man. A dumpster special. But I'm going with Houston. I think it's do or don't with Houston. If they don't do it now, Bill Bradley is in trouble. And can your man Ryan Mallett get to where he need to be? This is the second time he was late. He was late in training camp, and then he woke up late and missed his flight to the game. Had to get a commercial flight to the game in Miami.
Hey, real talk, I think he's suffering from depression, man.
Think so?
I think so. I think he's drinking the sorrows away, and he's staying up pretty late, partying with the chicks and drinking the booze and missing the game. I just don't understand.
You know what they
Missing the
said?
game
He said his power went out. I read a tweet that said, "Your man Ryan Mallett is the dude that his power only goes. He's the only person that power goes out
in the whole hotel room.
in a whole hotel."
Are you serious? Okay.
Tripping.
God bless him. But I'm really saddened by the Houston Texans this year. I expected a lot more from them, especially with Jadavion. Is that how you say it?
Clowney, yeah,
Clowney is a
like
clown right now.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Clown
And,
shoes
and
player.
JJT Watt. Where are you, sir? The vote NFL #1 player. You know,
He's only one guy, man.
I don't want to hear it. He was one guy last year.
Like Tank
and
said, he's only one man.
don't start that. He was one man last year and had 16 plus sacks.
Yeah.
Correct. Had 3 touchdowns last year. Where's all that this year? Nothing. Come on, man. Where you at? Where you at, big boy? Where you at, big boy?
The whole city behind you.
Got the whole city on your back. That's why Dallas Cowboys run Texas. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Next up, San Francisco and the Rams.
Don't segue like that.
I'm going with the Rams.
Don't segue like that. Don't do that.
Can we move on to the picks?
Don't do that.
Don't worry, I'm picking the Cowboys later.
I know you are. Let go.
St. Louis playing the Niners. St. Louis at home. I'm going with the Rams. Who you got?
I like the Rams.
You like the Rams?
I like the Rams.
Yeah, rock with them too. Your man Gurley is a beast.
Girly. He is girly. He got hair like a girly.
The Giants at the Saints down in the Superdome. I'm going with the Saints.
I'm gonna take Eli.
Mm.
I'll take Eli.
Elisha.
Elisha.
Okay. San Diego Superchargers at the Baltimore Ravens. I think the Ravens are going to get this one.
Give me the Superchargers.
You going with San Diego
I'm gonna go with the
Superchargers?
Chargers.
All right. This is my game of the week. The Jets and the Raiders. I'm going with the Jets.
You know what? That's gonna be a good game to watch. Is that the 4:00 game?
Yes, it's in Oakland.
In Oakland. Oh, I like that. You know what? I think I'm gonna go Oakland.
You going to Oakland?
No. My gut saying Jets. My gut just said Jets.
You got a lot of gut, man. You got to check again. Make
Hold
sure.
on. I'm checking the bubblies.
All right.
Okay. I haven't had dinner yet.
You say checking the bubblies.
I'm gonna go Jets.
You going to Jets?
I'm gonna go Jets.
All right, we're on the same page.
Yes, sir.
Seattle Seahawks travel down to Dallas. to play the Cowboys. I'm going with Dallas, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Win or lose, baby.
Win or lose, man. I'm going with Dallas, man. I think they can win.
Absolutely. I'm not picking against my team, even though I had to earlier this year, and I was right. But this time, going against the Seahawks, I'm not afraid of them. I'm taking Cowboys.
We're not afraid anymore.
We're not afraid anymore.
We're not gonna take it. That's all I know. Oh man, this Cardinals game is getting interesting, man. They fumbled the punt. Cardinals got the ball back. Still 10-7, about 2:40 left in the second quarter.
Oh God, is Cole Beasley catching back there?
Man, you said that, not me, bro.
I sure did.
Green Bay Packers at the Denver Broncos. I'm going with Green Bay.
Go Pack, go.
Got it. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good game.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think Peyton in them?
Is it in Green Bay?
That's in Denver.
Oh, it's in Denver?
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
It'll be something interesting to watch. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good game.
We shall see.
We finish up with the Colts and the Panthers. I'm going with Carolina.
I'm going to take those little kittens.
The kittens.
The kittens.
So they're going to remain undefeated
For another week.
I think they will.
This
too.
is unbelievable.
Boom.
Who would have thunk? Even with the receiving core that he had before the injuries, who would have thunk they would be sitting right here with no losses?
Hey, man. I think when they heard win or lose, they was just like, win or win. Like,
What did they place last year? Were they second?
they won a division.
Oh, they won a division last year. Oh, okay.
And they lost to Seattle. In the
Seattle.
playoffs.
Correct. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, you know.
Who knows, man?
Who knows?
Carolina can shock you, but Cam is playing well, man. I told you Cam for MVP, man.
I'm not going that far.
Well, look, this is what we're going to do. We lock it in, lock it up. All right. Hey, this is what we do here. Hopefully, I can get you guys some winners and have a good time. So sit back, relax. We'll be right back with more right here on Win Lose Radio and WTTSradio.com. We'll come back and wrap the show up, and then we'll get ready for our overtime session with my man Wally from Fox Sports Radio. Y'all sit back, relax for more right here on WinLoseRadio.com.
So you.
What's good? What's good? This your man DH. Back here to wrap the show up. Such a great time. Gotta give a big shout out to all the sponsors involved. BuildingHopeInc.org. Also, I give another shout out to The Ball Hawk. Gotta show them big love. And Layla's Closet Thrifting, man. Make sure you go online, show them some love. Also, if you guys make sure tomorrow you check us out on WTTSradio.com. We have an event, Breaking the Silence, is live from 8 to 10, I believe. Is 8 to 9 or 8 to 10?
8 to 10.
From 8 to 10, Breaking the Silence. We definitely will bring some awareness to the domestic violence situation, especially with this month being domestic violence awareness. So we will have a special event going on. So make sure you check that out. And help us, break the silence. But we recapped the NFL week. Gave you my breakdown on the Redskins from my perspective. Talked about the NBA and the upcoming season and how much we're looking forward to the domination by the Wizards. Broke down Helen Cazell. Shout out to my nephew for that. And I made my locks. Gave you the picks. So, guys, make sure you're staying up with us all week on WinLoseRadio.com and WTTSradio.com. Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, at Win or Lose Radio. And I hope y'all stay good. Just hang out. So look, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a really, really, really quick break. And when we come back on the flip side, it's going to be our overtime segment. And I will have my man Wally Akinso from Fox Sports Radio. He'll be on to discuss the Redskins. Oh, man, it's always, you can never talk enough Redskins, right? Mr. Lee, I'm sure you would disagree, but
I'm dying over bad.
I know it's all good. It's all
Started
good.
one other teams in the league. Man.
I know.
Started one other team.
Hey, but we here, bro. So we gonna talk about the Redskins.
I'm sleeping.
It's all good. But look, guys, appreciate you. Peace and love, blessings. Don't go nowhere. All right. I know it sounded like I was closing, but that was for everybody watching on YouTube. That's over. So sit tight. We're coming right back on the other side of this break with our overtime segment right here on winnerloseradio.com.